Hi guys, so in this video what I want to talk about is conditions of worth. So the reason I want to talk about this is because as a counsellor I work with many people who struggle with low self-esteem. I've also worked with lots of families over the years and individuals and also couples, and one of the things that comes up a lot is how they are people pleasers, how they have been in families where there are conditions placed on whether they are loved or approved of, and this can then lead into your adulthood where you are continuously trying to please others and where you continuously feel as though your worth and your value is determined by how other people see you. So conditions of worth include where someone puts a condition on you and say, I will only love you if, and then you feel as the individual that your worth is determined and defined by how others see you. So an example of this will be with children who are going through exams, for example. If the parent is constantly saying, you need to get A stars, you need to get good grades, you have to do this because it means you'll go on to university, then you'll become a doctor. Everyone in our family has been doctors. I'll be so proud of you when I go to your graduation. I'll be so proud of you when you become a doctor and carry on the family tradition. Now, although that's positive because it means that the young person is being driven and motivated and encouraged, it can also become a condition of worth, because then if that child doesn't get the grades or doesn't go to university or doesn't become a doctor and decides they don't want to, the parent, the child's feeling is that my parent will not love me enough because I haven't achieved what they wanted me to. And what happens is sometimes these messages are not even verbally communicated. So what would happen is if that child then doesn't become a doctor, they either say I don't want to, or they don't get the grades and they can't go on to university, the disappointment will come from the parent, and so the child will feel my mum doesn't love me as much now because I'm not the doctor that she wanted me to be. In other situations, it can occur in relationships. So if someone feels that their partner only loves them, or the conditions of their relationship are, if I am a good girlfriend, so it comes from this need that you need to be perfect, you need to be less emotional. So some of my clients have said, my partner will say to me, you're overly emotional. Why are you always crying? You're too sensitive. You're too this and you're too that. When we hear those messages from people that we love, we take them on board because we want their approval. So conditions of worth can come into play in relationships and in families quite a lot. If someone says, you're always sensitive, or you cry too much, or you're too this, or you're too that, we take that on board. And some people are quite strong enough, or, find that they can brush that off, but for others, they can't. So what happens then is that you feel that you have to become that person so that your family or your partner will love you. So you become this perfect person or an image of what you want them to be. And it causes a lot of distress. The reason is because when your desire is so strong to please other people and to get other people's approval, you deny parts of your authentic self. So you're never yourself because you're always pretending. You're pretending to be this perfect person. You're pretending to be someone who, doesn't cry. And this happens with boys a lot as well. Men and boys are not supposed to cry. So when they hurt themselves, they find other ways. But then it's not authentic to them. Maybe another condition of worth is you can't make mistakes. If you make mistakes, people are going to say, well, you're stupid or you're dumb, or I will only love you if you do things perfectly. You need to be happy, you need to be bubbly. That could be a condition of worth. When you're low or when you're feeling down, people are not going to accept that about you. So therefore you put on a brave face, and this happens a lot as well. So you always pretending to be happy, pretending that nothing bothers you. All what happens in all of these situations is you cannot genuinely and authentically be yourself, and it just causes a lot of internal distress because you're outwardly just projecting what you want other people to see, and because the fear is so strong of losing those people close to you that you will put those conditions of worth on yourself because the risk is too high. You won't say, well, I don't care what my mum thinks, or I don't care what my partner thinks. I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to be emotional. I'm just going to be this. People won't do it because they're fearful of losing that person or losing that person's approval. So I hope you found this video useful. I will be making more videos along this sort of line as well, and I'll talk about other topics. So if you love this video, please feel free to like, leave your comments below, and also share this with someone if you think it will benefit them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.